Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland. Tonight we're going to be talking about Alice Cooper. All right, I'm excited about this because he's got a brand new album coming out. It's entitled Road, and there's a very good reason why it's called that. But like all good albums these days, he has treated us with a pre-release to the opening cut on that album. It's entitled I'm Alice, and I guess the question is this really Alice Cooper? All right, so first of all, let's talk about how Alice Cooper has put together this album. You see, he says that most of the time, he only knows these musicians. He only hangs out with these musicians, his band, on the road while on the road. If he's not touring, he's a family man, and so he's not living the so-called rock and roll lifestyle unless he is on tour. And I've got to tell you, his whole approach on this new album is really exciting. You see, he got a hold of all those musicians and he said, let's get you while you're still sharp. And so they went into the studio and they made one rule. Everything was to be recorded live in the studio. Now, we haven't had an album in a while where the artist has gone into the studio and said, let's just cut it live. No second takes, no inserting a second try at a guitar solo, no fixing the bass, nothing like that. And the reason he's chosen to do this is because he says that, look, I've recorded a lot of #1 albums, but most of my fans see me live. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a studio album. It was recorded in the studio, the one caveat being that there would be no second takes, there would be no inserting additional guitar solos and things like that. And so what we get here is what we can expect to see at the show. And if we can expect to see this, I'm pretty excited. Of course, his new pre-release track entitled I'm Alice is up for discussion today. Now, I've got to tell you, when I first heard this, not for guitar riffs or anything like that, but for the overall feel, I felt like I was listening to a reworking of Elected. Both songs are sang by an individual talking to a mass crowd. In Elected, Alice Cooper plays a politician, right? In I'm Alice, he plays Alice Cooper. Not only that, I think he plays Vince in this song. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's his first name. That's Alice Cooper's first name, Vince. And if you pay attention to the lyrics on this song, it's Vince that's talking to us. And if you pay further attention to the lyrics on this song, he is saying that he is some sort of monster created by the media. No, not just the media, but by his fans, and that he is there because of their own personal expectations and demands on him as an artist. The song is great, but I gotta tell you, it's when it gets to the point where he starts doing spoken word. This is almost a Gilbert and Sullivan type of approach, and of course, it would be because Alice Cooper is definitely the king of theatric rock as far as I'm concerned. He's never taken it too seriously. He knows he's playing a part, and he even writes his lyrics as that fictional person often. But in this song, even though it's entitled I'm Alice, it's really a song from Vince, and he eschews from any doubt that Alice Cooper is nothing more than a fictional character, and that's just the way I love my Alice. You know, us original Alice Cooper fans, that's what we loved about him. We didn't take him too seriously. Often other fans would take incarnations by great artists, by the way, David Bowie, but they would take his stage persona far too seriously as far as I'm concerned. But with Alice Cooper, their fans knew it was all kind of a inside joke, and he wrote as a member of that inside joke. That's why we adored him. I've often said that Alice Cooper, Vince, is a great lyricist. Now, I don't compare him to John Lennon as far as writing material that can change the world, but it's his wit that I'm talking about when I say this man is a fantastic lyricist. And guess what, folks? That wit is self-evident on this pre-release track. If this is what we can expect for this album, all I can say is, wow, what a year. First, we got Yes's Mirror to the Sky, then Metallica's 72 Seasons, then Jethro Tull's magnificent Rock Flute, and now with this pre-release out the gate, if the album holds up, I'm gonna grab this album the second it's out. So my question to you guys tonight is this. What do you think of this new track? It's all over the internet. You can find one, then come back and let us know what you think of this. I love the work of the tom-toms at the beginning of this song. It almost gives it a jungle type rhythm, setting up the entire track to proclaim another so-called dangerous Alice Cooper lyric for us. But instead we get an almost celebratory set of lyrics that's really aimed at nothing more than telling all of us who already knew, as well as some fans who never got a clue, that, guys, I'm just a guy. You know, that's why I love Alice Cooper so much. The man never takes himself too seriously, but never ever make the mistake to think that this man isn't a major rock talent. The original Alice Cooper band, yes, it is true. They are on Mount Rock Olympus, in my opinion. But once again, I want you guys to give this track a listen to and let me know what you think of it. I'm really excited. It's been a long time since somebody has gone into the studio and just start playing, then mix it, you know, additional mixing, additional mastering, and guess what? You can't tell that this track wasn't overdubbed. It's that good. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget that you can subscribe to the channel by hitting that subscribe to the tribe button, then tapping that top bell icon, and you'll be notified of all my future videos. I also have my own dedicated Patreon page for those who want to financially support this channel. I put all monies in to buying brand new equipment for the studio to present you guys with even better videos. All right, I'm Michael Noland, and together, as always, folks, I know I say this every time, but I do believe this. Together, you and I, we are the tribe, and I'll see you in my next video.